Hello, and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a long time since I uploaded last. Really have just been spending the time getting a new setup here. As you can see today, we got our mat from the last video. If you haven't seen that video, I suggest that you go check that out. Today we're going to be doing a booster pack opening. We got some Phantasmal Flames and some Destined Rival pack to open. I picked these packs up at my local Walmart. I know right now it's pretty hard to get a lot of this stuff with all the scalpers and everything going on. But luckily I was able to pick some up. So let's get into it. There's the Destined Rivals. I think we'll open them first. Just because Phantasmal Flames is a new big thing, we might need a little bit of a warm up here. So start out. We got our pack art here. We have Ethan and Ho-Oh. Now if you've seen our last opening, we got a couple pulls. Specifically that Ethan's Typhlosion SIR. Really cool card. Hopefully today we can get a little something. If not from Destined Rivals, I'm sure we'll pull something from Phantasmal Flames. So it should be interesting. There's a code card. Let's see. What do we start with? We got Shroomish, Steven Skarmory, Arven's Toadschool. Really cool that they added Arven into this. We have Smoliv. We have Sacred Ash. Team Rocket's Hypno. Looks like that's just a random Team Rocket grunt. Very menacing looking card too. Oh, another Team Rocket card. This time we have the female grunt for Arbok. That's another cool one too. Team Rocket's Pupitar. I'm pretty sure that's one of the admirals on there. So I'm surprised that they didn't put the name on that. That's cool. That's our reverse holo. We have Wash Rotom. Probably one of my favorite forms of Rotom of all time. I really like Rotom. And then we have Ethan's Macargo as our holo. We have another Ethan card too. That's cool. And then we have a Fighting Basic Energy. So not too much for that pack. More memories than anything else got brought out. But we'll see what we get in the next one. We have Cynthia and her Garchomp. That's our card art. I remember pulling that EX card from the last video. That was really cool. Oh, and we have Giovanni actually on the actual pack. Maybe we can get that Mewtwo. That'd be pretty cool. I got gloves on this time. Figured it's probably a little more professional. Better to keep the cards in the best condition without messing them up. So to start, we have another Team Rocket card. We have Team Rocket Zubat. A lot of Team Rocket cards so far. Oh, speaking of the devil, there's Giovanni's Meowth. We got Dwebble. Ethan Cyndaquil. Happy to pull that. Team Rocket's Hypno. Sacred Ash. Huntail. Reverse Holo Team Rocket's Coffin. I think that's another Admiral from Team Rocket. Another cool card there. Oh, look at that. Team Rocket's Betrayal is right there. It's another reverse holo. And our holo is a Gorbis. We have a Fire Energy. Alright. Setting this off to the side. We got two more for Destined Rivals before we move on to the big opening. I know a lot of people are probably clicking on this video for. Is that Phantasmal Flames. It's crazy how often stores locally just get completely wiped out. It only took about 2 days for my local Walmart to get totally cleaned out of stock for that Phantasmal Flames. Luckily though, they kind of restocked in some of the older stuff. So that's why we have that in this video. There's our code card. Let's see what we got. Okay, Team Rocket's Pupitar. Misty Staryu. I think this might be the first Misty card we pulled. Team Rocket's Nidorino, specifically Giovanni. That's another cool one. We have Kangaskhan, Fortress, Stevens Claydol, Team Rocket's Ariana, Reverse Holo Growlithe. That's a cute one. Reverse Holo Arvin Squovet. And our holo is Arvin's Greedent. What are the odds of that? We got both the pre-evolution and the evolution all in one pack. Then we have another Fire Energy too. Alright. Put these to the side. On to our last Destined Rivals pack. So far we haven't pulled anything too crazy. All holos. Maybe we can get something big on this pack. Still, I do like a lot of those trainer card, Pokemon cards. It brings back a lot of memories to the games and just the franchise as a whole. To end off for the Destined Rivals, we've got Cynthia and Garchomp again. Still hoping that we can pull some kind of Mewtwo or one of the other cards, maybe even Ho-Oh for Ethan. That would be really cool. We've gotten quite a few of his cards. So to start, here's our code card. Let's see what we got. Team Rocket Splitbug. We have Citadel. Marnie's Purloin. I see they mixed up some Sword and Shield and Team Rockets in here. We have Team Rocket's Mareep. But I guess we also have Scarlet and Violet with Arvin as well. Speaking of, we have Arvin Sandwich. Misty Starmie. That'll go great with our Staryu. We have Rapidash. Reverse Holo Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. Probably one of the most used forms as far as competitive battle goes. I do like the blue with the green though. Oh! Wow, we got a secret rare, Jamming Tower. Pokemon tools attached to each Pokemon have no effect. Look at that. That's definitely a pull right there. 3 stars on the bottom. Super cool. We'll have to get that sleeved up. And we got a holo too with Team Rocket's Articuno. And there's our Grass Energy. Alright. That would turn it around for Destined Rivals, I'd have to say. That's a really cool one. See if I can actually get these sleeves on with the gloves. That might be our first challenge. Just grab the card. Alright. There we go. Look at that. Jamming Tower. I really like that art with the little Talo that's flying around too. Speaking of, since it's our first pull, we're using our sleeves that match our mat. We also got these from the last video. If you want to check that out, that's where we opened up that Mega Charizard X EX UPC. But now, we'll move on to the thing that everyone's waiting for, our Phantasmal Flame packs. So I noticed a lot with these card arts, at least on the cardboard. Not sure if they were all like that, but they just so happen to be that way for me. We got 5 packs. They're all with the Gengar art. So I don't know if that's just like a factory thing. They're standard, just putting Gengar on there. I know it'll change when we open it up. But let's see what our first one is. What do we got? Oh, look at that. Starting out with Charizard, card that everybody's looking for. That would be pretty crazy if we pulled that secret art or secret rare and then we got this Charizard. That would be a video for sure. To start it out, one of these days I'll get that card trick down. That way I'm not spoiling it, but I'd say the Pokemon companies have done a pretty good job as far as including the rare cards in the back if you did have any. So there's our code card. I like that they actually put Pikachu on this. Kind of reminds you of who the mascot of Pokemon is when there's so many. But flipping it over, we start out with Absol, Swinub, Snubble, Apom, Fire Breather, Ceruledge, That's a really cool Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet. I don't know how many people watching the video has actually played these games or are familiar, but Charcadet, which is a pre-evolution, evolves into either Ceruledge or Armor Rouge, which is a different form. For anyone who has played, let me know down in the comments which form you like better. We have Wigglytuff here. We have, looks like a reverse, Bronzong. Oh, we have an SIR for Wigglytuff. Look at that. That's a cool card. We'll have to put that in a sleeve. And we got our holo for Suicune. Really cool. And there's our psychic energy as well. I always forget about that energy there in the back. I'll set that aside. Put a sleeve here on this Wigglytuff. Not a bad start here for Phantasmal Flames, I will say. I'm not sure what the pull rates are, though I did hear specifically for that UPC we opened last video that it wasn't the best, but I'd say we got pretty lucky comparative to some others. Now, I will say there were only 4 Phantasmal Flame packs in that box, so it wasn't a whole lot to go off of as far as how successful you might be with the set. But I like where we're starting out now. So we'll put that to the side. Get our next pack. So overall, we've got 4 more packs for Phantasmal Flames. I'm pretty happy with our pulls so far. Hoping we can get maybe 1 more. And that would be, I would think, a successful opening. So we got our Heracross here. I don't want to give any spoilers from last video, but if you like Mega Heracross, I suggest checking it out. This pack actually feels like it's a bit thicker. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We're going to find out. It's our code card. I'm going to flip it over. We start out with Mimikyu. We have Trapinch. We have Sandile. We have Piplup, one of the best starters in my opinion. We have Haunter. I really like that art. Looks like he's in an alleyway, or if any of you have played Legends ZA, you can see that little bridge up there. Kind of reminds me of that sewer area. We have Battle Cage. Another spoiler from last video. We've got Gramble. We've got Reverse Boltund. I feel like there's so many Pokemon that sometimes you might forget that these Pokemon exist. We have Reverse Snubble, go along with the Gramble we just got. And then, oh man, look at that. We got our standard Mega Charizard X EX. Now, honestly, if you ask me, I really like the EX cards. I like the little compact art that they have that kind of splashes over. Of course, it does match our mat and our sleeves, so it'll look real nice. Really shiny, too. I'm glad we actually pulled this. It's one of the cards that I wanted, even if it's just an EX. We'll put that in the sleeve. Make sure not to bend or damage it in any way. Just because I like the card. And there we go. Look at that. Well, like I said, I think after 3 hits, it's a pretty successful opening. Anything else would just be a bonus, really. So let's see what we got next. Looks like we're looking at Mega Lopunny. Oh, and I guess maybe me feeling that it was a little heavier, even though I doubt you can actually feel if you got something. Turned out well for us, so we'll see if we can keep the luck going. We got our code card. Always like seeing Pikachu. I'm going to flip it over. We got Ghastly. Don't think we pulled that one yet. We have Nimble. We have Piloswine. We have the normal Boltund. We have a Wondrous Patch. That's really cool art too. We have Mamoswine. think now we have the whole line. We've got Bronzong. We've got Reverse Ceruledge. Sometimes you might want to call it a holo, the way it shines like that. Kind of changed right up from Destined Rivals. We've got Reverse Linoon. And then we got a holo Flygon. And a Lightning Energy. It's our first one. Not bad, not bad. I'll definitely take some of those. I like those reverses too, especially with Ceruledge. We're down to our last 2 packs. Let's see what we can pull. We have Heracross again. I think that was the one where we got the Charizard card, so maybe it's a sign. Try to get it open. These gloves aren't the best form fitting, but I'll try to get better ones later down the line. We have Pikachu. I know with the old code cards, you could actually tell based on the code card if you had anything good or not. I guess they wanted to take that away just so you weren't spoiling yourself when you open the pack. So to start out, we got Murkrow. We got Lombre. Some of these with the black border arts are some of my favorites. We've got Duraludon. That's pretty cool. I don't even know what kind of art that is. Really nice. We have Gligar. This one looks like a really cool card. We have another Bronzong. We're pulling quite a few of those. We have Darmanitan. This reminds me of the old black and white days when you pull Pokemon cards. Art style seems a little vintage. We have Paldean Tauros. We have Reverse Ludicolo. Our second reverse is another Duraludon. And then we have a holo Pomo. I'm pretty sure it's Pomo. Might be Palmot. I think it's Pomo. Someone correct me down in the comments if you know the answer. And then we have Fire Energy. Alright. Looks like we're down to our last pack. Hopefully we can get something good. Last pack magic, as people say. We're ending it off with a Charizard pack. So far we've been pretty lucky with Charizards around, so might have to stick to it. See what we got. Guess I'll flip it back over. Get straight a code card. We know we start out with Gligar. We have Zigzagoon, Mischievous. We have Toxel. That's a new one. We have Ludicolo. Paldean Tauros again. We have Dawn. We have Reverse Gligar. Reverse Sacred Charm. And then, ooh, Holo Reshiram. That's a cool art. Once again, referencing back to the black and white days. And then we got our Fighting Charm. Cool. Fighting Energy. So, not too bad. We had a couple hits. SIR, EX. Overall, not a bad opening. I'll definitely take it. Let's see if I can get our recap here. Overall, not too bad. I'd say the pull rates might be a little rough. Can't say for sure, though. We've opened 9 packs of Phantasmal Flames so far, and it hasn't been too crazy, but not too bad either. We did get that secret, which was pretty big. Probably our biggest hit, alongside the Wigglytuff and our Mega Charizard X EX. Well, thanks again for watching. I hope you tune in to our next video. I promise to try to upload a little more often now that I got a good setup going. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.